Will the children please come forward?
Come on down, you don't want to miss this.
Ready is right. Fill in the space. Come on in, my friends. Come on in and sit down.
Good morning, my friends. How's everybody today? So today I have a fun story, an interesting story. Once upon a time, there was an old farmer who had worked his crops for many years. One day, his horse ran away. Upon hearing the news, his neighbors came to visit. Such bad luck, they said.
Well, maybe.
The next morning, the horse returned, bringing with it 3 other wild horses. How wonderful, the neighbors exclaimed.
Well, maybe.
The following day, the farmer's son tried to ride one of the untamed horses. He was thrown and broke his legs. The neighbors came again. How terrible a misfortune, they said.
Well, maybe.
The next day, military officials came to the village to draft all of the young men into the army. Seeing that the son's leg was broken, they passed it by. The neighbors congratulated the farmer on how well things had turned out.
Well, maybe. Let us pray. May we find the good side of all our maybes. Go now in peace. Have you ever noticed that sometimes it's very difficult to know what something actually means when it happens? I was struck by that while rereading E.L. Docker's account of the day in Highland Park, Michigan, 100 years ago, when the first Model T came rolling down a ramp at the end of a moving assembly line. It lurched and drove to a stop. Came to rest on the grass under a clear sky. Henry Ford stood off to the side. Derby was tilted on his head, chewing a piece of grass, and had a stopwatch in his hand. Ford looked down at his watch, and exactly 6 minutes after the car rolled out, an identical one stood at the top of the ramp.
And then I know how to do it up.
It paused there for a moment,
Kind of like this.
pointed out at the cold, clear morning. Then it rolled down the ramp and crashed into the already first produced car. Nonetheless, Henry Ford, once a simple mechanic, experienced the greatest ecstasy vouchsafed to any American, not excepting Jefferson. For he had caused a machine to replicate itself endlessly. What did it mean? Well, the real meaning to this event was known to Ford, and it was also known to J.P. Morgan, who had financed this. They were predicting the beginning of a new age. And Morgan especially was very right in the prediction, because he recognized a new era that would give him almost unlimited possibilities. A chance to dominate the capitalistic world for years, as well as the confidence to enjoy it, which Henry Ford did not. As Morgan predicted, the era signaled by mass production would be quite short, because speed is inherent in the process and it hastens everything. He was right. And that era came to an end, and new eras have dawned. In fact, I think we are just now on the edge of a new era. And we have the opportunity to shape it, to find its purpose, so that we can find meaning. Part of the new age for this congregation, of course, is the ministerial search. A new age is coming, and we can together shape it and find meaning in it. Our job, of course, is to discover what the new era will be about. The work of our wonderful search committee is putting me in mind of a number of experiences I had when candidating for churches. Candidating week is the week that comes in around the end of April, maybe the beginning of May, where the candidate your committee has chosen comes, preaches twice, not on the same day, but on one Sunday. And then the following Sunday, and in the intervening few days, there's a chance for you to get to know the candidate. And when I was candidating for the Unitarian Universalist Congregation of Atlanta, many, many years ago, they had on Wednesday night something called Wonderful Wednesday, where they had a potluck meal, and then afterwards they had some kind of program. And I was the program that Wednesday night, people were free to ask any question they wanted. And the first question was, what is truth? And for some reason, I was inspired to say, let me tell you a story. That Mema were at the Saco County Fair, and they saw a pilot taking people for a ride. He looped the loop. He slided away. The pilot came down, and the passengers vomited. Couldn't get anyone else to go, so the pilot said to Bert, said to Emma, if you ride and don't say one word, I'll give you a free ride. I won't charge you $50. Bert looked at Emma, and Emma looked at Bert. They nodded, they got on. And the pilot took off. Well, you can just imagine what that ride was like. The pilot himself was sick. And came in and pulled for a landing and then over his shoulder. Wasn't there one time when you wanted to say something? And Emma said, I kind of wanted to say something when Bert fell out. Truth is beautiful. And as a church, of course, you're going to have to discover the variability of truth, and you're going to have to discover what the new age is going to be like for First Church. Because the old age is ending, and a new age is coming. So it's not surprising that we are sometimes confused and frustrated, and we wonder what is going on here. Our situation is similar to that of Martin Luther during his trip to Rome in 1510. Well, on the journey, Luther kept a complete diary of everything that was going on. And the contents of it are astonishing, at least from our perspective. You see, by 1510, the Renaissance was full-blown in Rome. Yet, young Luther didn't seem to have noticed it. He writes about ancient aqueducts, church-operated hospitals, overfull orphanages. Not any mention, not any commentary on the paintings, the sculptures, or the spirit which was so present and signaled the birth of a new age. Eric Erickson likes to remark that in 1510, Luther was a medieval man moving in a Renaissance world. It's one of the significant challenges of the church to help people comprehend that they are at the beginning of a new age. Catholicism could not do that for Luther, so he did it for Catholicism instead. Like Luther in Rome, we sense that a new understanding is going on around us. What's it going to mean? And are we sure we know how to behave? What is the new age? Is it the age of social media? Is it the threat of nuclear winter? Is it global warming? We just don't know. And yet, we are moving in it like Luther in Rome. Like Luther, we look to our church to help us, because it is always the role of the church to try and help us make sense of things. But our Unitarian Universalist Church, First Church, is different from Luther's church. You see, our church does not depend on one person or a small group of people to decide what's going on, to decide what it means, and how to explain it. Our church relies on each of us to participate in the process of finding a way to understand and to shape the future. And this, by the way, has been the essence of the ministerial search process. It is why surveys were filled out. It is why meetings are being held all the time, so that we can find a way to shape the future. Now, a number of years ago, I was involved with a group of Unitarian Universalist leaders, and we spent 2 full days trying to deal with a problem that is widespread in our religion, and that is the difficulty of really listening to people whose views are totally different from our own. Not in this congregation, of course, but overall. We were able to agree that essential truth is always open to essential change. Remember Bert and Emma. In our case, Emma. And we have to allow the new notions to potentially order our own. And we were able to agree, all of us, that essential truth makes us open to the changes that are necessary. But how do we maintain that openness? One member of the group suggested using the scientific method as a model. As a scientist, she said, I act as if today's accepted grand theories about the universe are true. I plan my research, conduct my experiments, all with that assumption that the essential grand theories of the universe are true. But I know this is only a working assumption, and it will be modified by future discoveries, hopefully my own. But in case they are not my own, I try to make connections with other scientists, especially those with whom I disagree, and even on my better days, dislike. I try and listen and try to understand their ideas and their results. Now, her analogy helped me to see that preparing for the new age needs going beyond tolerance, which means literally to suffer. Goes beyond suffering people and moves to appreciation and reconciliation with people. people different from ourselves. We must be peacemakers who know the essential truth is ever-changing, that we need the ideas of others to support the process, and therefore in our dealings with people inside as well as outside our comfort zone, we must seek connection rather than confrontation. However, confrontation seems to be more fun. We must try to value their experience and to understand how they came to their working truths. Early in my ministry, I had an experience which laid the groundwork for this. I was obnoxiously full of myself, and I delivered what I considered to be a visionary sermon describing, quite arrogantly in retrospect, that I would lead this congregation to the promised land. After the service, one of my parishioners reminded me of H.O. Menken's words. If a leader emerges who takes the people to the promised land, then there will surely emerge another leader who takes them back out again. And I'm sure I responded defensively, but he was right. I believe that, like young Luther, we stand in the midst of a changing scene. Can we eventually recognize it and turn First Church into a sacred village which prepares us to meaningfully and well live into the new era? It depends on our willingness to learn that the truth is ever-changing, that we can bring about reconciliation, that we can take on the mantle of shared ministry. Can we do it? The obstacles are formidable, the old ways tempting, and probably increasingly irrelevant. Nonetheless, secure. We don't quite know what the new age is yet, and it seems frightening and untried. In the Hebrew Bible, Moses says, go out from your own country and from what you know to a new place where God will show you this, in this place, this new place, all the families of the earth will be blessed. Or as the poet Muhammad Ali once put it, float like a butterfly, but sting like a bee. Let us pray. Here's to Epiphanies, great and small, wherever they occur. A blessing on all wise men and women, east and west. Here's to the stargazers and pilgrims everywhere who are still foolish enough and brave enough to follow their stars, who travel by night to bestow their uncommon gifts on us all.